Toucan Play That Game is proudly sponsored by NiceGameShop.com, the place to go for rare and unusual Asian games. Hi, I'm Michael. Take a seat and join me for a game of Pandemic by Z-Man Games, where we will be members of the CDC fighting the spread of disease across the world, and if we can cure those diseases, then we win. So here we are all set up. If you need to learn how to do this, do watch my how to play video. Playing with me today, we're going to have Pixel as the medic, and her unique abilities are to remove all cubes of one colour when doing treat disease, and to automatically remove cubes of cured diseases from a city that they are in. While as the operations expert, my abilities are as an action to build a research station in the city I'm in without needing to discard a city card, and once per turn as an action I can move from a research station to any city by discarding any city card. And the city card in hand with the highest population is Mumbai, with over 16 million population, and that's mine, so I'll be going first. So my first action, I'm going to discard any city card, so I'm going to discard Osaka to use my ability to fly from a research station to any city, and I'm going to fly to Baghdad, and I'm then going to use my, as an action, build a research station with no city card needed to build a research station in Baghdad here, and I will then go 1, 2, so 2 drive actions, so that's 4 actions total to get to Delhi. Then drawing cards, I get Sydney, and oh, straight up an epidemic. Oh, that is harsh. That is so harsh. Okay, infection rate is increased. So we then infect. That's scary start. Beijing. We've got, and I didn't get rid of any of the freeze. Oh, this is not good. So Beijing now has free. We then do our intensify. So we're pretty likely to get an outbreak here. In my infect city stage, and we don't have anything that's going to help avoid it. So let's see what we get. And Washington is an outbreak. Boom. So we get a cube in Miami, a cube in Atlanta, a cube in Montreal, and a cube in New York. Not great. And then Madrid. Okay, that's not quite as bad. So 1 cube in Madrid. And that's 1 epidemic down, so we should have a while till the next one. Pixel here is going to go 1 and 2. She's going to treat, and as the medic gets to remove all 3 of those. Then we'll be airlifted, I think. We'll use airlift from my hand to move the medic. Beijing. We'll go Beijing. And then third action will be treat disease in Beijing, removing all 3 of those. And fourth action will be to go to Shanghai, ready to go to Hong Kong, I think. Then her drawing cards. We should be fairly safe here. Oh, we've got Hong Kong, so that's potentially useful. And an event. Government grant. Add 1 research station to any city. No city card required. Well, we're just going to keep that in hand at the moment because Pixel only has 6 cards in hand, so she's not over her hand limit. And it's then infect cities. So we get Essen, which is nice, not an outbreak, and outbreak. No. Oh, this is going so badly, and we're doing this on easy. Oh. Oh no, so Madrid's now got 3 disease cubes in it as well. Oh god. Okay, so back to my turn, and I'm gonna go 1, and 2, 3. Just don't want another outbreak this early on. And then I guess I'll use my 4th action to place a research station in Hong Kong. Then drawing cards, we get Toucan. I mean, that's not bad. That means between us we've now got 5, and I've 5 black, and I've got 3 of those. And Taipei. Yeah, not hugely useful, but not bad. The key thing is no disasters, and then infect cities. Beijing. Where is Beijing hiding? Oh yes, it's there. That's the one cured a moment ago. Okay. And then Toucan, which is a black one. There we go. Pixel's turn, and she's going to discard Paris to do a direct flight there. So that's 1, 2, treat for free, and then 4 will be ready in Algiers. And drawing cards, we get Madrid and Atlanta. So how many cards she got now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So she's okay on hand size, but very divided, not fixed on a single colour, unfortunately. And infecting, we get Johannesburg. Johannesburg down here now has 3 in. Great. And Hong Kong is back to having 3 in. But at least I'm there, so could be worse. And it's over to me. And I think I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Take those all off of Hong Kong there. And not sure what to do with that final movement. I think maybe move somewhere. So let's jump to Johannesburg. So I'll discard Taipei because I can go from a research station to anywhere. So we'll get to Johannesburg ready to deal with that next time. And cards, Lagos and Ho Chi Minh City. So we're fine, we're in hand limit. Infecting Seoul. So Seoul's now up to 3, and London is now up to 3 cubes. But Pixel is going to go treat for 1, 2, 3, 4, treat in London. So that's those no longer at 3 and threatening to outbreak. And so drawing cards, Shanghai, so that's a 3rd red. And Delhi, so a 3rd black. I think she's going to use the government grant now and add a research station to... I'm not sure where really would be useful. We need to start trading some cards, I think, to do some curing. Maybe we'll just add a research station in London. It's reasonably well connected. Yeah, let's go for a research station in London. Okay. And then how many cards is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Too many. I want to keep all these 3 of a kinds, so we'll get rid of Atlanta. And infecting, we get Montreal and Mexico City, which is there. I'm then going to use 3 actions to retreat 3 times in Johannesburg, and then I could do it getting over to the red area. I'm just going to go 1 there, and then drawing Chennai, which is my 4th black, and Mexico City. So I really want to keep the 4 blacks, because I only need 1 more to be able to cure that. So I think I'm going to get rid of one of these reds, and it's going to be Sydney or Ho Chi Minh? Sydney or Ho Chi Minh? We'll get rid of Sydney. And infecting Calcutta. Calcutta, where are you? There. So, ooh, we're into new places. Jakarta. Okay. Pixel is then going to shuttle over to Hong Kong from this here. Then 2, 3, and treat for 4. And drawing cards, we get Washington and Essen. Oh, so difficult choice here now, because she's got 3 red, 3 black, and 3 blue. Now, I've got 4 blacks, so I'm thinking get rid of the blacks. So we'll get rid of Calcutta and Delhi. Then infecting, and we have New York and Tokyo. I'll then go 1, 2, 3, 4. And drawing cards, San Francisco and Cairo. Yes, Cairo means I now have the 5 black needed to treat the disease, to cure it. But I need to decide what other cards to keep. So I think I'm going to keep the blue and the 2 yellow and get rid of the red. No, that's still too many. I'll get rid of the blue as well. And infecting Khartoum. So I think we're pretty overdue on a epidemic now. So things could be very much about to change. So San Francisco, and it's over to Pixel. And Pixel's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Then gets Bogota and Montreal. Oh, so I think she's going to keep the 4 blue and 3 red and get rid of the other 2. Infecting, we get Chicago and St. Petersburg. There we go. And my turn, I'm going to go 1, 2, trading in the 5 blacks, so that is cured. And then I think I'll then use Lagos to jump to Paris and do a treat on that. Drawing, I get Sao Paulo and Milan. And I've now only got 3 cards in hand, so I'll keep all 3. Now if I can give Milan to, which is only just there, to Pixel, she'll have enough to cure blue as well, which would be nice. But first we need to do our infecting. Cairo. I was hoping for no backs. Chennai. Really annoying. Really wanted no blacks to come out. Where is Chennai? All the way down there as well. I was hoping to kind of mop these up and get it sunsetted, but those coming out kind of caused that a problem. But not necessarily a complete problem. Pixel will go 1, because she's the medic, it auto cures. 2, 3, 4. So 1 off of getting the sunset. And she draws cards, and we get resistant population. Remove 1 card in the infection discard pile from the game. You may play this between the infect and intensify step of an epidemic. So useful. And then, an epidemic. So, increase, infect, which is Karachi, which is very annoying because it's cured. And it's back where we've just come from. Never mind, but we'll then use the resistant population to remove that card, because don't want it in there, we don't want it coming back out after we do this intensify. Though the chances of it drawing again would be quite high, because we've got quite a lot of cards in here. Okay, then 2 for our infect cities, we get Tokyo and Khartoum, no black, which is good. You want to save all that black till we've managed to sunset it. So my go, I'm going to 1, 2, 3 to try and help get the sunset on here, and I think 4, just move into Baghdad here. And I draw Istanbul. Oh, and the next epidemic. Oh, harsh. Very harsh. Okay, increase, infect, and the chances are we're going to draw this card again because actually it's guaranteed. There's only 3 cards here. Oh, and we already used that. If we hadn't used that card last time, we shouldn't have used it. So Santiago down here. At least its outbreak isn't going to be chain reactive. And we then intensify with the 3 cards that we're about to have to draw again. No. Okay, okay. And that's 3 of the 4 epidemics out though, so we're probably going to have quite a while now before we see another one. So yeah, there we go. Khartoum again is now free. Tokyo is now free. And Santiago is an outbreak, but it only outbreaks to Lima, so it could be worse. But that is our 3rd outbreak. Pixel is going to go 1, and we have sunsetted black, so that should hopefully help us a bit. That was really the focus of what she wanted to do this turn. So I think can she get to anywhere where there's a free, either Khartoum or Tokyo? I mean, she could discard a card to go to Tokyo. I think she'll do that. So she'll discard Tokyo to direct flights, that's 2. And then 3 to treat there. And then, I mean, she could do again over these ways, but she doesn't want to use up the cards, really. So I think she'll then just go 4 back to there so she can get to the research station to use that for transport. And drawing cards, we get Sol and One Quiet Night. Skip the next Infect Cities step. So that will be useful. However, I've got too many cards in hand. She's got 8 cards in hand, and I really don't want to give up any of the blue. I could just do the One Quiet Night, but this seems like a really bad time to do it. So I think actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to give up one of these reds. I'm loath to do it, but I'm going to give up a red. I'm going to give up Sol. And then we infect Mexico City. And Essen. Oh, now to 3 cubes. And Algiers, we don't infect because it's sunsetted. So, my turn. I'm going to shuttle to here. 1, 2, 3, and 4 go to Milan. And then I get Johannesburg. That's my 3rd yellow, so that's good. Oh, Khartoum. 4 yellows now. Very useful. Very useful indeed. So, infect, we get Washington, which is there, and London. So there's a lot of blue out. And Madrid, there is definitely a lot of blue out. Okay, Pixel is going to use the Shanghai card because she's in Shanghai to fly to Milan. And she'll then take the Milan card off me because we're both there, giving her 5 blue, and she used 2 actions. She'll then go 3, 4 to be in London, ready to, and drawing cards. She gets Santiago and St. Petersburg. We needn't have done that, gone to all that effort. She's now got 6 blue, so I think what she's going to do, she's got to discard quite a few cards because she's got far too many. She's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards. So we'll use the One Quiet Night, so we're skipping the next infect stage. Don't like doing that, but we need to keep hold of the cards where we can, really. And we'll discard Santiago, and that means she's got 7 left in hand then. And infecting Beijing, Hong Kong. Where are all those blacks now that I want them? And Seoul, definitely not here. They are not here. Then my go, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And drawing cards. Buenos Aires, I have 5 yellow. Very good. And Beijing. Less useful. But we are going to need to get a red set soon, so. Okay. Then infecting. We ignore Calcutta because it's black. Jakarta. And New York. Ooh, scary. Okay. It's fine though, because Pixel is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, which of these does she want to keep? I mean, she's going to be trying to move around these a lot. So I think she'll keep Washington for now. So that's the 5 to cure blue, which immediately cures that because of her being the medic. So that's 1 action. She'll then go 2, 3, 4. And draw cards. So we've got 4 casts. Draw, look at, and rearrange the top 6 cards of the infection deck. Put them back on top. So that'll be useful. And Los Angeles. Not that useful. We need reds. We are running low on deck at the moment. But then infecting, we've got Cairo. Oh, no, it's black. We ignore it. Chicago, although it's cured, it's not sunsetted. So we do put that out. Oh, except for we don't, because the medic's there. And Montreal, which unfortunately we will do, and she just cleaned that up. So my go, I'm going to go 1 to Baghdad, 2 discarding the 5 yellow to cure yellow. So all we need to do now is cure red. And that's 2 of my actions. So I think a useful thing to do would be deal with this 3 down here, or start trying to sunset blue, but we don't need to sunset blue. We just need to prevent outbreaks. So she's going to go 1, 2. There we go. I'm going to do that. And drawing cards, we get London and Kinshasa. And infecting Chennai, we ignore. San Francisco. There we go. And Johannesburg. There we go. And that's the 3. So, Pixel's then going to go 1, 2. Use the LA card to go 3. And then, whoop, 4 to Lima. And she draws Bangkok, so that's useful. More red is definitely what we need right now. And Chicago, not what we need right now. And we infect, we've got Tehran, which is black, so we ignore it. St. Petersburg, and Ho Chi Minh City, which is there. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and then 4 because I've got the Kinshasa card, so I'll be able to transport from there easily. So, oh, epidemics, that's our final epidemic, but that doesn't end the game. So first we increase, then we infect. So San Paulo. Whoop. Then we intensify. I need to learn to shuffle cards. Okay. Then infection, and I think Pixel's going to use this at this point, because we're near the end. We've not got a lot of cards left there, so we're going to look at the top 6 and rearrange them. So black is our friend, and there is no black in here. So Sempolo is a bad one because that's got 3 on, so we want that on the bottom. There's nowhere else with 3, so Chicago. I mean, I'm not really doing much to mop those up, so maybe I forget about trying to mop those up. We'll try and mop up the yellow, so we go all blues this time, then the reds and the yellows. So, St. Petersburg, San Francisco, and Chicago. So there's a lot of blue out. Then it's Pixel, and she's going to go 1, 2, 3, and that's Sunset's yellow. And then I think she's going to go 4 over to Madrid here. And she draws Lima and New York. So, yeah, she's got 6 cards, only 2 red, and I've only got 1 red. We really need to get some more red before we run out of cards. Hopefully I didn't discard too many. But anyway, her infect, we get Ho Chi Minh, which, there we go. Then Johannesburg we can ignore because it's sunsetted, as we can with Sao Paulo. I'm going to use the Kinshasa card to go to Jakarta, then I'll do 2 treats. Oh, do I do just 1? No, I'll do 2. And then 4th move will be to there, I think. Or maybe I put another research station. I mean, red is definitely our focus right now, so maybe I'm going to put another research station out there. And then draw 2 cards. Come on, not red. Not red. Oh no, I really hope there are still some red left in there. Okay, infect. So Montreal. Yeah, blue is very much out of control right now. Where is Montreal? There. Sol. And Algiers we can ignore. Pixels, then I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. And 4 to Moscow, I guess. No, 4 to Istanbul. And drawing cards, Miami, Jakarta, so she has 3 red, and we will discard Chicago. So we need 1 more red, and we only have 1 turn, so I don't think we're going to manage it. Oh. Anyway, infecting, Santiago we ignore, Khartoum we ignore, Kolkata we ignore. If we just had more cards, we could do it. I know it, but we don't. So, I think the thing to do is, well, we know we can't do it, so let's just try and make things as good as we can, really, I think. We'll fly to Beijing using Algiers, and then do 2 treats, and then place a research station. And then the 2 cards we get Manila and Karachi. So we have exactly 5 red between us, but no way to get them both into one person's hand. Because, let's see, we do our infect, Essen, Hong Kong, and Washington. And then it's Pixel's go, and I mean the fastest she can get over there is 1, 2, 3. She takes Beijing, but that only gives her 4, and she cannot take Manila without being in us both being in Manila. So yep, she'll end her turn there, and she can't draw. So unfortunately, we lose. Sorry guys, the world has died. I failed you all. And that is Pandemic. I do hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. If you have, please do check out the rest of the videos on the channel, as well as subscribing and sharing. And as always, thanks for watching, and bye for now.